ACC, the Michigan State Spartans, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Iowa Hawkeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. So the Michigan State Spartans offense will go to work first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. They've got to throw the football, but we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. And going backwards, you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over. That's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. And off from the shotgun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And he'll be brought down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got him.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You can tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
They'll try the run. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans have this offense rolling. To throw, it's Batonio. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. How much does it help your blocking scheme to have a guy who finds the crease, he gets to the 39. And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They're going to run it. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man in the middle. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Out of the gun to give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run.
Yeah, you want to be physical. You want to assert yourselves. And now listen, I know this is a top 5 defense against the run in college football, but you got to believe you can do it and continue to stay balanced and run the football and be physical.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Spartans.
What a luxury for an offense to have. The ability to set the tone on the ground, giving that guy the football time after time, making offense easy, being physical, and really setting the tone for this football game.
On the run from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So Iowa's offense will go to work for the first time today. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game.
There he goes! The 20! Touchdown, Iowa! And once he found open space, the fans might as well start playing.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. It's Matonio. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outdo the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, he'd be forcing it a little bit.
The Spartans will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Let's see what he can do with it. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They evened things up the last time they had him. The defense helped them out and a chance to go on top with this drive. Makes the catch. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down. Last completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Shakes off the defender.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Gets it out fast. Turning it on. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. It's the end of the 1st quarter, and now time for one of the great traditions in college football, when the entire crowd here in Iowa City will turn and give a wave to the children at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital. Everyone engage, and we wave and salute those kids and wish them all the best. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Quarterback may change this route. Back to throw, it's Peppers. It's complete. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. The Hawkeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
The pull and throw off the RPO. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the ground and try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Intercepted to stop the threat. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Pocket breaking down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Kinnick is having a conniption fit to try to help the knee on 3rd down. To the air, it's Bitonio. Looking deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Got enough for the first. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat's going to give them a different look. Snap to the back. Keeps it. Breaks into the open. Pushed out of bounds at the 39-yard line. A big pickup on that run. The Hawkeyes with the 1st and 10. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Quickly complete. Stopped just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Complete in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Hawkeyes moving quickly to the line. Shoots it to the left. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover, you've got more plays here on 3rd down. Looking for a man, it's Peppers. Here's the pressure. He makes a grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the big fella. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Back to pass. finds his tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. Let's mark it at the 48-yard line as this offense continues its work. Looking to throw on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. It's picked off, and that's number 10. Got some room to run. The 10. Touchdown, Iowa. The defense does the work itself with a pick six.
Man, that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
The Spartans will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Drills him with the stiff arm. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll try the left side. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. They go to the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to adjust the pattern. Dropping back, it's Peppers. That's caught. It's straight. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again. They're going to ride this running back. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, the inside give. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. The Hawkeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Oh, he's got some space.
And that's a nice 3rd down conversion for this offense. And I'll tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together, get one of those long drives going.
The give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Well, the defense wasn't able to get to the QB behind center. When he started trying to buy himself time, though, it didn't matter. That pursuit is real. This defense, they have some serious speed up front.
No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
The give to the tailback. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So we open the final period with a third down play. They feed him again. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on?
There he goes!
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the Hawkeyes line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Give to the running back.
Great job by the offense there, getting the first down on the ground, staying in bounds, too. So if you're on defense here, you might want to start thinking about using your timeouts. You've got 3 in your back pocket, but trailing, you've got to start using it.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Looking for a man. It's Peppers. Got his man on the right. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this third and long from the 20. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that third and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped, now forcing a fourth down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The defense burns their third and final timeout of the half.